Good afternoon, Street Soccer USA. My name's Adam, coming to you live from Portland, Oregon, and today we are going to run through the foundations of dribbling. This is going to take us through everything from changing direction to pullbacks, all in a 5-part series that you can do on the sidewalk, you can do in your living room, you can do everything in this activity while following the CDC's guidelines for social distancing and the stay-at-home order to keep everyone in your community healthy and safe. I want to give a special shout out to all of our participants here in Portland, Oregon. We missed you all. We hope to see you soon. And thanks so much for tuning in and checking this out. So first things first, things that you'll need. You need yourself. So good job. We're already off to a great start. You need a soccer ball. For me, I like to use our partners over at Senda. Thanks for providing us with awesome soccer balls. You can see it's been used. My dog has got to it a little bit right there. And I like to wear shoes when I do this activity, but that's just because I don't think anybody on the internet should see how gross my feet are. So I'm gonna wear shoes and do it here in my kitchen. You can see the food behind me. And you'll also notice that I am rocking my one-of-a-kind tie-dye street soccer shirt for your viewing pleasure today. So I'm gonna get set up and follow along as best you can while we're live here, or check it out to do later in the day. So, like I said, all you need is a little bit of space and a soccer ball. So I'm gonna go through a 5-part series. The first one is what we call TikToks. You're just gonna bounce the ball in between the inside of your feet. That's step 1. We're bouncing. And for those of you at home, you wanna use the sort of toe area just when your toe ends, that area of your foot. You get great control there, you can change directions, it's very nimble. So you wanna play that off both those feet. You can notice that I'm bouncing. It's almost like a dance. We want to stay in rhythm so we can quickly change directions. Once you've got that down, you can start looking up. Look outside the windows, wave to your friends, and do whatever you like. So that's step 1, TikToks. And what I want to make clear to everybody is that this exercise is scalable for everyone. If that was challenging, if that was tough, work on mastering that. Spend a few days working on your TikToks and then graduate to the harder exercises. So, we've got step 1, your TikToks. Step 2 is going to be TikToks with one foot. So, start with our right foot. You're going to balance on your left foot and you're going to brush the ball side to side with your right. Now you'll notice every touch, I'm moving the ball side to side and I'm bouncing on my left foot. My right foot never touches the ground. Okay. When we're doing this exercise, you want to use that same part of the inside of your foot right near your toe box and use that same area right next to your pinky toe on the outside. So you can move the ball, change directions quickly. So let's try that with our left foot. So I'm going to start by balancing on my right. Move the ball inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Just like this with my left foot. Oh. And if you lose the ball, you just pull it back and start over again. Balancing on my right, inside, outside. Just like that. And you'll notice, little trivia question for you here, you'll notice I keep bouncing on my right foot, on my plant foot. I'm going to give everybody a moment at home to think about why I might be doing that. Now keep your answer in your head. The reason that I'm bouncing on that foot is to provide myself with a base to explode out, to go by a defender, to move into new space, to create options for myself when I'm playing in the game. Because if I'm standing here flat-footed and I'm just sort of moving it, this doesn't give me any real basis to move, to be dynamic, and that's what we want. That's what we want out of this drill, is to work on changing directions and moving around. So, we have step 1, that's your TikToks. We have step 2, that's your one-legged TikToks. Now, let's move on to step 3. Step 3, we're going to try to put this all together. So I'm going to take it slow to start. You're going to start by bouncing the ball in between your feet. That's step 1. And then you're going to go inside, outside, inside, inside, outside, inside. Inside, outside, inside, inside, outside, inside. Just like that. All right. We'll speed it up and do a demo again. So, start with step 1. And then we're step 2 with either foot. It's all in rhythm. Just like this, you can work on keeping the ball close and just painting it side to side, side to side. Now, once you get comfortable with this, you can start making eye contact. You can look out your windows. You can watch TV while you're doing it. You can do it on the sidewalk and watch passers-by. Point is to try to get comfortable with the ball at your feet while looking up around you, right? That's one of the skills that we work on here in street soccer is looking up. So, I'm going to go through that one more time, a little bit faster, and show you why this activity is so beneficial. So, things I want you to watch while we're doing this next activity is watch the lateral movement on this next part. That I'm not just standing in the same place, I'm not just sort of fiddling with the ball in one area, because that makes it easier for the defender to take the ball from you if you're not moving. So, what we want to do is be dynamic, we want to create space for each other, we want to explode out. So, I don't have a ton of room here, so I'm going to do my best to demo. When you get a little bit more space, you can work on creating those passing angles for yourself. So, we're going to start with our TikToks. Go inside. And just like that. So, take a little breather here. So with all of that, the point of this exercise is to create space for ourselves. So if you can use this to work on moving side to side, you're using all the surfaces of your feet besides the bottom to change directions and be comfortable moving the ball. If you watch the professional players, if you watch the best dribblers in the world, the little tricks and the flicks and rainbows, things like that, they're really, really cool and they're moves that you should practice. But 90% of the time, the players and the best players in the world are using simple dribbling methods that can be found in this exercise. This is how they practice. This is how you provide yourself with the foundation to work on any move that you'd like to later on, if that makes sense. So, we've established step 1, those are your TikToks. Step 2, one-legged TikToks. Step 3, that's putting it all together. That's you start with your TikToks in between your feet, and then you combine right foot and left foot, working into a series where you're exploding from one side to the other. So, step 4, we're going to incorporate now the soles of our feet. We're going to work on that same series and add in one other step. So, step 1, those are your TikToks. We're going to make a little modification into step 2 for this series. So, instead of painting the ball back and forth with the insides and outsides of our foot, we're going to roll over, push to the outside, roll over, push to the outside. So we're going to almost drag the ball across. So, start with step 1, drag over, push to the outside, stop it, drag over, push to the outside, stop it, drag over. So this exercise is a great variation to step 3. So if you remember, step 3 is you're in a tight space and you need to explode out. With this one, you're in a tight space and maybe you throw a little deception, maybe you throw in a little rollover. So your defender thinks you're going this way, you push the ball back the other way. And again, all of this is just providing you with a toolbox of being able to use any different part of your foot, being able to change direction, feeling comfortable looking up, scanning the field with the ball at your feet. So, we've established step 1. We'll do a little review. Step 1, those are your TikToks. Step Step 2, those are your one-legged TikToks. Step 3, that's putting steps 1 and 2 together. You're pushing the ball inside and outside. Step 4, that's what we just worked on. So we're putting all of this together and we're adding in a drag. So I'm going to start with your TikToks. Drag, push outside, drag, push outside. Just like that. Provides a little misdirection when you're playing. So, as you get more comfortable with these first 4, you can start to move around. You can start back here, and maybe I'm moving over here. The point of all of this, again, is to get you comfortable moving the ball into different areas, providing you with the tools that you're going to need to take players on one-on-one, to create passing lanes for yourself, no matter how small the space, but also just to get you comfortable with the ball at your feet. So, step 5. This is the most challenging step, but is also equally as important. We're going to work on a pullback Cruyff turn in a series, a lot like we've been doing with all the other activities where we're bouncing. It might almost feel like you're dancing a little bit, and that's a good thing, right? A fun fact is these are all moves that I used at my senior prom to dance. I wouldn't recommend them anymore, they're not really in style, but definitely usable. So, for step 5, we're going to continue that dancing habit, and we're going to pull back, push through, catch it with our other foot, pull back, push through, catch it with our other foot, pull back, push through, catch it with our other foot, pull back, push through, catch it with the other foot. So, we'll speed that up a little bit. So, I'm going to have our foot on top of the ball, pull it back, push it through, catch it, pull it back, push it through, catch it, pull it back, push it through. Just like that. So, point of all of this, again, is to provide you with options when you're playing. So I have the ball over here, and I want to move it to this side because I have a teammate open. I'm going to fake, pull it back, push it through, and deliver a pass. Let's say I want to do that same rhythm, and this option over here has suddenly closed. So I fake to my right, pull it back, push it through, and uh-oh, can't go this way, pull it back, push it through again. So, with all of those different steps, you can work on them individually, you can scale up to make it harder on yourself, or you can put everything together, right? Where we start with step 1, move into steps 2 and 3, and maybe we start dragging it over. We've moved into step 4, and then what's this? We're going to start pulling it back, pushing it through, and pushing it through. The more comfortable you get with all of this, the easier it's going to become, and the more muscle memory you're going to develop to bring it into the game. So, with that, do a quick little debrief also because I need to catch my breath. My goodness. Whew. So, with all of that, one of our street soccer skills is looking up. That's what this drill is about. Not only in the fact that you need to lift your head up to be able to challenge yourself to work on your footwork, but also, especially during this time, looking up is about creating opportunities for yourself and making the most out of the situation. I know we'd all love to be out on the field with our teammates, as coaches would be as well, but to make the most of this situation, it's about being creative, it's about being adaptable, it's about taking this opportunity to look up and find opportunities in front of you. So, with that, those are the foundations of dribbling. You have parts 1, that's your TikToks, part 2, one-legged TikToks, part 3 is putting parts 1 and 2 together, part 4 is your rollovers, and part 5 are your pullbacks. So, with all of that, my name's Adam here in Portland, Oregon, and just want to give a shout out to everyone watching, everybody in the Street Soccer organization, all of our players across the country. We miss you, and we hope to see you again in person soon. See ya.